Alright guys, as you can see it's pretty rainy here this morning. Not rain per se, but a really heavy mist. We've already been out once this morning, but we just didn't get that far because of the rain, so this is our second attempt. Come on, hold on. Hold on. Girl, get up here. Sorry guys, we a little busy this morning. Yeah, you can see the rain or the mist above the trees there, above the mountain. Sorry guys, I haven't been awake that long and I stumble over my words all the time as it is, so rambling's what I do. Alright, girl. Yesterday was, or today I guess is Memorial Day, I think. But, and that being said, thank you for everybody who's ever served. And also acknowledge everybody that's left us in any way, shape, or form. It's important that we celebrate and acknowledge such things. It really is. When I was younger, I didn't think so. I was like, oh, holidays really don't mean nothing, but they really do. It is important that we acknowledge the people and events in our life and in our existence. I'm feeling like today is going to be the day I'm going to get some videos and some different live sessions done. Think I'm going to go see an old friend about some records today. Get up and get out of the house for a minute. My knee's been keeping me on the couch primarily, so. Well, hello, my friend from India, right on. I'm in Oregon, United States, West Coast. I'm 3 miles away from the Pacific Ocean. How is India this morning? Is it warm? Or I guess it wouldn't even be morning for you. Would it be evening? Oh yeah, it's coming down now. Like I said, here, this is what a lot of our winter is like here, and our rain season is just really heavy mist like this, or a light rain, just enough to soak you. But during the rain season, though, in the real winter, we'll get really bad thunderstorms and stuff. It's really cool to watch and listen to. I miss the thunderstorms in Kansas, so like I said, it's really cool to have them here. (9:11 p.m.) Heck yeah. This is a beautiful Oregon day, yep. When I first got here, I didn't like the rain at all. I was like, man, this is depressing on top of my depression, you know? But after the first couple years and during the summers here, I was like, nope. I was like, I'm ready for rain. I am not a heat guy. Not at all. It is somewhere around 8:30. 8:30, 9 o'clock. So looks like we're about 11, 12 hours difference. I'm guessing it's around 9 o'clock here. (9:11 a.m.) That sounds about right here too. So you're either a day ahead or a day behind me. But yeah, I think I am going to go see a friend about some records and then do a record video later. Because I'm always looking for an excuse to run my mouth about music, so. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day, the rest of you, wherever you are. You too, my India friend. I'm honestly okay with the rain day. Gypsy's not going to like it very much. She likes to be out in the... She likes to go in and out of the door all day like a toddler, in and out of the yard to play and to sunbathe and all that. So she will definitely not be happy with the down day, but she just got through the entire rain season and winter and got herself a little sunshine in the last few weeks. So she's kind of gotten spoiled to it now. Now, once the rain hit, or once the summer hits and the heat hits, yeah, me and her will both be ready for the rain, that's for sure. Oregon, my friend. I'm right on the west coast. One state above California and one below Washington. Come on. Oh, rain there too. Like I said, I'm kind of in the mood for a rain day. Gypsy loves to smell the plants and flowers. It's one of my favorite things about her. Oh, right on, dude. Yeah, California is such a beautiful place. The West Coast in general is a beautiful place. But yeah, California doesn't get the credit it deserves. Not only is it a beautiful place, it's a very important part of the United States. It's a very important part of the world. I think it's really sad that we've gotten to the point where people will talk trash on other people's place to live. Like it's always got to be this one-upmanship about, oh, I'm better than you, or my country, or my video game collection, or you know what I mean. And it's just like, come on, guys. All right, get across the street, girl. All right, looks like we're actually going to make it to the river this morning, guys. Oh, that's Gypsy. Gypsy, Gypsy, in case you didn't hear, because a lot of cars and stuff, but Gypsy bug. Hey, there you go. She's a Catalua pit bull. Jeff, Waikiki, how are you? Hello. Cool screen name. Yeah, we actually named her that. Honestly, the inspiration came from me and my wife were running a secondhand / record store / soap store, because she also makes soap and things. In Roseburg, a little logging town, inner city town that we lived in for about 6 years. And anyway, the name of our store was the Thrifty Gypsy. And so when the lady brought her in and sold her to us, we just named her Gypsy, and it fit. Oh yeah, my wife loves... Oh, that's a cute name, Pokey. Right on. Yep, mushrooms do pop in the rain, that's for sure. My wife is huge on mushroom picking. So are a lot of people around here. I'm originally from Kansas, so I'm not so much of an outdoorsy guy. I've learned to appreciate it here a lot more than I ever did in Kansas, that's for sure. All right, girl. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? She's 4 years old. She just turned 4 a month or so ago. We celebrate every year with her because why wouldn't you? Celebrate with the kids. We celebrate with the doggy. Yeah, everything stays green and lush here during the winter and spring. During the summer, it gets dried out, and not so much over here on the coast because we have a little bit of a coastal layer every morning and every evening. But it's not like I said, it's not like the rest of the country where it's dead during the winter. And I keep wanting to say rain season, even though most parts of the country don't have a rain season per se. We call it that here because we'll start getting rain and it won't stop for the majority of the year. Like if you don't like rain, the Pacific Northwest is not for you. Or if you can't adapt to the rain. So it took me a couple years, that's for sure. People cleaning fish at the fish station. But yeah, it took me a couple years to get used to the rain, but now I love it. Don't get me wrong, I don't like getting soaked first thing in the morning, and I don't like it when we get downpoured on when we're walking, but I do love it. Yep, mine's a female too. Yep, I got her at around 6 weeks old. Like I said, she's a little over 4 now. How old's your doggy? Honestly, no. She sits next to me while I play karaoke, or while I play ukulele, but in all honesty, I think it just bugs her because she'd rather have the attention on her. But we listen to music all the time in the house, and she likes to watch TV. Yep, she likes to watch other dogs and animals on TV, and sometimes drama shows like with sirens and stuff will get her interested. And sometimes she just likes, most of the time she prefers to be in the yard where she can go out and she can be nosy and bark at everything in the neighborhood. You play guitar, my friend? I play a little ukulele. I used to play a little guitar. Sorry about that, guys. I had to grab her leash. I'd love to hear you play sometime, dude. I've been wanting to put together a thing on here where a lot of us come together and get online at the same time and play our instruments and such. And I don't mean like, oh, these guys are really good and let's start a band. I mean like half-assed players like me and other guys that are just guys and gals that are just trying our best and having fun with it, you know. Start a little YouTube community of it. Start a YouTube community anyway. Speaking of which, if you are on here looking for other channels to watch, I highly suggest Tracy's Face to Face, which is spelled Tracey, Face to Face. She's a really wonderful lady. I love her video blogs. Yeah, I highly suggest you check out her channel and one called Tristan's Life, Tristians. She's a really wonderful lady too. Another one is King Explicit, who is a gentleman which started the Keep Posting movement, which is what inspired me to, for the most part, to come on and start doing this and Tracy. But yeah, we all need to like support each other's small channels. Sorry, Gypsy's trying to use the bathroom. Oh, right on, dude. You're definitely more advanced than I am then. I just love music. I'm a music fanatic. Sorry, guys, I'll get you to the river shortly. Gypsy's nosing around for a place to use the bathroom. But yeah, I've been a music fanatic my whole life. I'm very well versed in a lot of genres of music as far as its history and knowledge of it. But yeah, I'm definitely not somebody that's gifted by any means or anything. But I love music, and that's what it's about. It's just passing on songs from an instrument and love of music from one person to the next. Music is a universal language. We all communicate with it. It's devoid of need for language or anything like that. There she is, guys. This feeds right into the Pacific Ocean. This is brackish. It's fresh water and salt water. It goes in and out with the tide. As you can see, it's out right now. When it comes in, it'll be all the way up to there. Pretty much that cement there will be covered. But yeah, it goes in and out. We've seen everything from sea lions up here on the docks to river otters to... There was a bear spotted here about 500 feet from where we're at on the cameras during the rain season. Not that that has anything to do with this leading the Pacific Ocean. He probably comes down here to fish, though, or to get water. But yeah, there's a lot of wildlife here. During the evening, you can see deer and rabbits and wild turkey run through the yard. It's really nice, and we live in town. Oh, yeah. Dude, some mornings you come down here and it's so thick you can't even come down this far because you can't see where you're stepping. And at nighttime, it rolls into the neighborhood sometimes like an old horror movie. It's really cool. It's, like I said, it's really misty and light rain right now, so the real coastal layer was gone before we got down here this morning. Wish we would have caught it, but with my knee bothering me, my sleep schedule has really been kind of off. I find myself taking a nap during the day, and then I find myself up either later than normal or up in the middle of the night, and then sleeping in later than normal, not too much later. I usually get up between 5:30 and 6, and I've been getting up between 7 and 7:30, so... Indian classical, no, but I should. I never even thought about it being an issue. Now, here's the question, and don't take offense if these guys, I believe that they're from India too. But the band Corner Shop, they had a hit with Brimful of Asha, which means, I believe it means a little bit of hope. Which, of course, the song is about. If you haven't heard it, please do. The song is about finding hope in a 45 record or in a certain artist or in music in general. And yeah, but anyway, Corner Shop, if they are from where you're at, that's really cool. If not, then I suggest you check them out regardless. And like I said, they may not be from India. Don't quote me on that. But I'll check out the Indian classical music today. All right, Gypsy, you want to go on the boardwalk? See if we can get her up on the boardwalk. She saw a sea lion on the docks last year, so she's kind of sketched out by the boardwalk. Some mornings she won't go down it. Nope, yep, that's one thing's for sure, dude. They need to leave racism and hate and nastiness out of music, man. It was never meant to be like that. Music is a way to express our feelings and our life experience, and like I said, a way to communicate those feelings and those experiences to other people. Our own experiences and our our own form of the human condition. But yeah, racism and all that has no place in music. And if, all right, come on, girl. Yeah, she's not having it, I don't think. Here, you ready, girl? All right, you want to go? All right, I think she's gonna go, guys. And I don't believe music has to have lyrics either in order to be important, that's for sure. I believe if I played my ukulele for you right now, and even if you didn't speak English and I didn't speak Indian, sorry guys, she's dragging me, that's a log, girl. I believe we'd still be able to communicate and know what each other's trying to purvey with just the music. That is a log, girl. All right, well, see, she got freaked out because she thought a log down there was a sea lion, so. Yeah, music gives a voice to everyone. It includes everyone, man. If you think that your music is for a certain group of people, then you're wrong, because, like I said, it's a gift that we were all given. Come on, girl. Come on. Sorry for the erratic phone movements. There's no other way to do it with her. So she's got a lot of power behind her, and she's a little bit on the wild side, so. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, she's high energy. High energy. If it wasn't for her, honestly, I'd be in much worse shape than what I'm in with my knee and stuff. And I know that sounds crazy because I walk a couple miles a day with her on days where I can. But the thing is, if she keeps me active and keeps me from sitting around feeling sorry for myself, and like I said, she keeps me moving all the time. It's either playtime, it's outside time, it's walk time, it's always something time. She's a great addition to our family. She's part of our family. She's not just, oh, this is an add-on. No, she's part of our family. Man, now I want to go listen to Corner Shop. Like I said, if you haven't heard that group, I definitely suggest it. I'm more familiar with that song than I am any of their other stuff, even though I have listened to the entire album. But that song's always been a favorite of mine. I've always wanted to slow it down and do something a lot more somber with it. Of course, that's my answer to every song, is I'm like, what if they slowed it down and made it more somber? Give it a little depressive, you know what I mean? This is the dike wall. It's meant to stop the impact of a tsunami or a flood. It's only like 5-6 foot tall, which doesn't make me feel all that secure, but I'm also not an engineer. So I don't know how it's designed to work. I also don't know how well it would work with water surrounding us on 4 sides, but either way, I hope it works. Hope it helps. It's kind of a thought out here. Or you can't drive yourself crazy with it, but it's always a looming possibility. Yep. Yep, if your doggy or Kit Kat aren't part of the family, then you probably got them for the wrong reason. I have a cat too named Kit Kat. That's Gypsy's companion and her biggest nemesis at the same time. They both love to terrorize each other, but they'd be lost with each other. Yeah, I think it's supposed to slow it, but like I said, I'm not sure, you know, it's according to what the situation was. A flood, I could see it slowing, I really could, and giving people, you know, an extra few minutes to an extra few hours even to get something figured out. Tsunami, that's possible, yeah. This building here, I've always wanted to turn into a record store. It's off the beaten path, but I think it's just set up just right. Yeah, dude, I mean, I'm sure, like I said, it's supposed to slow down the, and I'm sure it does to some degree, but it definitely doesn't make me feel safe, is what I'm saying. And that's a me issue, not an engineer issue, that's for sure. All right, come on, girl. Yeah, this down here is the backside of what they call Old Town, which we just walked down Main to get here, and then the river, and now we're walking our way back. This is where the city is, the city office or salvage yard where they keep all their trucks and stuff. Some apartments, a bar, all the old buildings and businesses from the old days are down here on the other side of town. About 2 blocks the other direction from my house is Highway 101, Pacific Coast Highway 101, which is very busy. Much busier than this, and during spring and summer, which we're starting to see now, will be a lot busier. Over 1 million people, a couple million people influx in and out of here every summer. So it's a very exciting part of the year. Sometimes very nerve-wracking too with traffic and such, but I always love seeing the tourists. I love seeing people, and it's definitely good for our economy. Yep, thank you, my friend. It definitely does. Yeah. One day on here, I've had a couple weeks down, so I've fallen out of the algorithm. But one day on here, we had over 200 people all in the chat, man. It was so hard to keep up with. I don't have a moderator or feel the need to have one right now, but I'm telling you, that day I wish I would have had. This is an old graveyard of boats, old cars, and RVs here. It's a small graveyard, but a graveyard nonetheless, as we pay our respects. Our respects to yesterday's machinery. Right? It's an old Trans Am right there. Oh, dude, I'll be here. I try to do this every morning, but like I said, last couple weeks I've been down with my knee and haven't done much. Yeah, look at that sucker. Yeah, how cool, huh? That was somebody's pride and joy during the 1970s, 1980s. That's for sure. Dude was probably the coolest dude around. I don't know, I was never cool in any way, so there's that. Old pickup truck. These old boats, man. Makes me wonder their story. Hold on, girl. That one's too small for me to ever put in the ocean. I'm not a boat guy or an ocean guy. I go to the beach and I wade around in it with Gypsy, and play on the beach. But nope, I'm not a water guy per se. But I could imagine being out on one of these suckers if I was able to. The thought of living on a boat is very romantic, I think. Like, I would love to live in a boat dock for, I don't know, a summer. No, I haven't been to India yet. Have you ever been to the United States yet? I haven't been to India, but I'm telling you what, I am very intrigued by by your guys' culture and such. My wife loves Indian food. She's into cooking and things like that. That's why I mention that. I don't mention it like, oh, I'm into Mexican food or whatever. No, my wife is into really learning how to seriously do it. And her goal of going there, she wants to meet an Indian lady that will show her around the kitchen and how to properly make Indian food. Right on, dude. That's right, you had just mentioned that. Yep. Is he in Berkeley or? because I know there's quite a few universities there in California, but I know Berkeley's a big one. I've been there. Last place I was at in California was Crescent City, which isn't far from here, and it's not a college town, it's a coastal town. But I've been to LA and Berkeley and San Jose and all that, but San Francisco, but it's been 25, 26 years ago, and I was a kid and I don't really remember it. University of Berkeley, nice, dude. I've been on those campuses, like I was just saying, yeah. Patty Hearst, which if you're not familiar with her story, she was a famous heiress. Came from a very well-known family, and she supposedly got kidnapped by a revolutionary group there right off the campuses there, not too far, in the 60s, 70s. Anyway, she ended up doing a little bit of prison time for it because they believed that she faked her kidnapping. But yeah, there's some notable history from the area. Come on, girl. Big field. That train just sits there, but it's one of my favorite things about Reedsport. Come on, girl. We've gotten just soaked enough during this walk to have to change clothes and socks, but not enough to be completely soaked, so I'm thankful for that. Gypsy's gonna explore a little more. There we go. Also a very large dog up there. I'm letting get past the thing's the size of a bear. And Gypsy doesn't get along with other dogs per se, so, or at all. And the gentleman doesn't control his dog very well either, like he can care less about other people. Which is fine with him. He doesn't have to control his dog just due to mine, but some courtesy would be nice. But yeah, I think I'm going to go look at some records here this afternoon, do a live session after that, and definitely do some karaoke or some ukulele today. I keep saying karaoke, but trust me, nobody wants to hear that. Dude, I can't tell you, AJ, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, how nice it's been talking to you. I really can't. My wife posts a lot of homesteading stuff on here, a lot of cooking, raising chickens, making kombucha tea, and I post a lot of ukulele videos, record videos, videos of my dog, and videos complaining about my knee. So if you're into anything like that, or movies or anything like that, man, give us a like and subscribe, dude. I'd love to talk music. Heck yeah, dude. Dude, whenever you make it back out here, you holler at me. And my wife is a heck of a cook, and we're pretty good hosts. So I would love to meet you. And like I said, we live 3.5 miles from the ocean, so like I said, it's a very nice area. You definitely enjoy it. We could definitely sit around and talk and play music, my friend. Alright guys, I'm going to get off here. I'm coming back around to my house, and I need to concentrate to get Gypsy across the road without getting myself hit. Thank you guys so much. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. The world needs more kindness. More kindness, that's for sure. And we can do our part, man. Because if we don't do it, who's going to do it, right? Anyway, make the most out of your day. Be good to each other. Pick up an instrument, or pick up a record or a CD, or stream some music on YouTube, and enjoy your days, guys. All right, I'll see you guys super soon. AJ, you have a killer day, man. I'll see you soon, I hope.